Now I'm going to go ahead and get started. And again, you guys, your cameras off. That's fine, Ricardo. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Well, happy last week of the first semester. Obviously, it wasn't the semester we were all hoping for, but it was a semester. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Sorry, and again, you guys, your cameras off. Stop my video here. There we go. Okay. Anyway, so obviously I did get a lot of messages about late work, so I'm actually going to skip to that slide. So I need to change it to where I can open the pages, but I will still accept late work for these assignments this week. I won't accept any so don't try to send mental health Mondays or anything like those tiny little 5-point assignments, because first of all, that's not going to help your grade too much. These assignments are going to help your grade. So Anne of Clay brief writes, the Metamorphosis brief write, the Harrison Bergeron brief write, the Anne of Clay podcast, the Mythology podcast, the annotations for Seven Floors, Biafra, and Harrison Bergeron, the Magic Realism story, and Bio-narrative. These things, if you do these things, you can bring your grade up to a passing grade. So that is what you guys are going to be working on this week if you are still not passing. Again, get your grade a passing grade, so that way you don't have to do, like I said in my little song that I sent you guys, winter session, summer school, Edgenuity during the semester. Again, in some ways it kind of boggles my mind, the Edgenuity during the semester, because it's like you already failed with a normal workload during the first semester. So you doing Edgenuity at the same time, that seems like you're just going to yes, you might pass your first semester, but you already weren't passing the first semester. So are you going to be able to pass this semester too? But that being said. Okay, so this is what you guys are going to be working on today. It is your revision activity. So if you are not done, you're going to continue to work on your rough draft. Again, you cannot pass this class unless you have your essay complete. So the rough draft is going to be 50 points, and the final draft will be 100 points. So you have to, again, 150 points all total essay. So you need to make sure that you are getting it done. It's called a mastery path. So basically what that means is if you got your rough draft, if you turned in your rough draft, first of all, you got automatic 50 points. That does not mean you will get an A+ on your final draft. In fact, I was looking at some of your guys' paragraphs, and just make sure that all of the paragraphs need to have 2 pieces of evidence, one for how the character was before and how they were after. You need to have 2 to 3 sentences explaining what the quote shows, how it shows it, and why is it important. So make sure that you guys are doing that. But this revision activity is basically going to walk you through everything you need to know in order to get a good grade on this. So basically, you're going to look at the revision activity, and you're essentially going to answer questions about your own paper. So you're going to look at your paper, you're going to answer the and that's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions? Yes. No, you don't need a conclusion for each story. You just need one conclusion paragraph at the end. Remember that at the end of each transition sentence from the one story you're talking about to the next story. So Alexander, the last sentence, if you were talking about Anne of Clay going into metamorphosis, while Rolf Carlet closed off his emotions or while he changed because of the death of a small girl, in Metamorphosis, a family changes because an unlikely transformation of their son. Okay? So something like that. You're basically you're explaining what story you just talked about and the next story you're going to talk about. So that should be the last sentence of your body paragraphs. Okay? So what story were you talking about? What is the next story you're going to talk about? But like I said, go through the revision activity. That's what everybody else is doing. If you are not passing, or if you are not done with your rough draft, you need to work on your essay. So essay first, late work second. So don't work on your late work, because obviously you can't pass this class without this essay. So you might as well get this essay done. Does anybody have any questions though for me about the essay, about late work? I probably won't be able to open up the assignments until later. Yes, Aaron, you guys are going to be going to breakout rooms. So if you have any questions, you could call me directly to your room and I could answer them for you. Class ends at 9:30 today. So that's when you guys will be let out. And then you guys will go to your third period class after that. So at 9:30 is when you go to third period. All right.